Cada vez tenemos más información de DrivingThrone 2.0 de DLC de Flatout. Pero antes os voy a refrescar un poco todo lo que viene con este DLC para que lo tengáis en cuenta. Rapidito, así picadito. ¡Vamos para allá! Lo primero es que debéis saber que si tenéis la Season 1 y 2 o la Season 3 y 4, tenéis Flatout gratuito, que muchísimos me lo estáis preguntando. Lo siguiente que debéis saber es que viene con Flatout Escocia, una nueva ubicación con varios tramos dentro, viene el Subaru Legacy, viene el Subaru 22B y también viene una serie de retos, que es a lo que atañe este vídeo, al más puro estilo, como así decirlo, Gran Turismo, ¿vale? Un reto en el que a lo mejor nos dan un coche roto y tenemos que llegar a la meta en X tiempo. O como por ejemplo uno que se ha desvelado ahora mismo, que es en Nueva Zelanda con el Subaru de 1995 en un total de 4 etapas. Y tenemos que sacarle más de 30 segundos a la máquina, que fue un hito que consiguió Colin McRae y en el cual, pues oye, ya despertó esa valía de gran piloto del Mundial de Rally. Pues nosotros con este DLC lo que vamos a hacer es precisamente recrear ese tipo de hazaña. Y bueno, ya han desvelado una de las pruebas con el Ford Focus con daños en el motor, donde el coche pues evidentemente tratará de ir parándose, irá bastante mal y hay que cumplir un tiempo objetivo, hay que llegar hasta meta en un tiempo determinado con todos esos fallos del coche y bueno, intentar hacerlo lo mejor posible como nos explica John Armstrong. Ya os dejo aquí con el vídeo de fondo que, como estaréis viendo, pues lleva la luz de motor encendida todo el rato en el tacómetro. Y bueno, la verdad que va a ser retos bastante curiosos, son un total de 40, recordadlo, va a ser muy ameno y por supuesto los vamos a subir al canal, porque yo soy un amante empedernido de este tipo de retos. Una de las cosas, por ejemplo, que más me gusta de los Gran Turismo es precisamente el tema de sacarte los carnés y la licencia. Y me parece que este mismo formato para DrivingThrone 2.0 viene de lujo y nos va a dar muchísimo contenido y muchísimas horas de entretenimiento. O sea que, gente, disfrutarlo mucho, mucha caña y nos vemos dentro de 6 días con Colin McRae Flatout, tanto aquí en el canal de YouTube como en el canal de Twitch. O sea que ya sabéis, seguirme por los dos lados. Nos vemos, gente. Chao.
This issue put Colin out of the event, but we are going to make it to the finish and that's our objective. This was the first season that Colin drove with Ford in the 1999 season, and the car was brand new and they had a lot of mechanical gremlins, which effectively put Colin out of the hunt for any sort of championship win. But they did show good speed throughout the year, and it was what some would say a development phase for the team. When Colin signed for the Ford M Sport team, he was the highest paid rally driver of all time. So we're just making our way through the countryside here in New Zealand, and as you can see we've got damp conditions on the road, which is making it tricky, but with the slight misfire in the engine we don't really have as much power, so we're not getting as much wheel spin as what we usually would. I think at the time the Ford Focus was one of few, or maybe the only hatchback car in the World Series, and because obviously they were still up against Subaru and Mitsubishi and teams like that, which all had saloon type body shells. So it was a very nimble car in that era, and Colin was able to put in some really good times. The Ford Focus went through a lot of different iterations in design and mainly how it looked on the outside, but also performance upgrades. So the 1999 version had like a large boot spoiler, whereas the one we're using is actually a slightly newer one, and it had a more sort of like a lip on top of the boot lid. So the first car was a lot different looking than what Colin used in the rest of his time with Ford. And then obviously Colin finished his career at Citroën. So we're making our way through this stage relatively fast, at a good pace. You just have to be precise and patient in these conditions. We're just making our way into a slightly faster section on this particular stage. I think New Zealand was one of Colin's favourite events, and it's the rally that he took his maiden World Rally win on. In 1999, Colin actually finished 6th in the championship with 2 wins and 25 stage wins. With the improvements they made to the car, the results kept getting better. And the best season that Colin had in the Ford Focus was in 2001, where he just narrowly missed out on winning the championship with an accident on Wales Rally GB. This stage is just getting a bit more technical again. These corners on the entry, they look fast and then they tighten sort of midway through, and they're quite long as well, so you do have to be very patient, but also listen to your co-driver and drive to the pace notes. So we're 13 seconds currently ahead of the fastest guy through the stage so far. Just come down to this famous junction on the New Zealand Rally. Just coming towards the last 2 sectors, and I can actually feel my tyres starting to wear a little bit at this stage as well. So the car's moving around a lot more now, and I'm just trying to keep it as straight as I can without hitting these. Sometimes you got banks like on the right side that you really don't want to hit, because that'll just spin you out or damage your car. And in New Zealand, you've got a lot of camber on the road, so you're always looking for that, trying to hook the car into it, carry more corner speed by doing so. You can see that corner is really banked, so you're keeping the car to the inside of the corner towards the apex. I would say outside of the 1995 Subaru, this is probably Colin's most famous car. It's also one that was used a lot in his earlier video games, like Colin McRae Rally 2.0, Colin McRae Rally 3. So it's one that's been around a long time, video games, and a firm fan favourite as well. She just had her first red sector on this run, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to do it. Just coming into the last section now, last couple of corners. Now we're heading up to the finish.